right here in San Antonio. Make some noise for San Antonio. I've been living in Austin, Texas, but I still have a great boo Austin, Texas. Fuck a bunch of Austin, Texas. They don't know how to make a breakfast burrito to say the goddamn lie. But I got a big piece of my heart right here in San Antonio. I've been doing poetry here since 1998. Yeah! It's my pleasure to be on tour. We're kicking off our tour today. My 2-month tour starts right now. We did not kick off our tour in punk-ass Austin. We did it right here on this stage. I'm going to be touring around the country with two of my favorite poets from Austin, Texas. It's my pleasure to introduce them to you. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for K-Ruckus!
Speak up, we can't hear you. So we didn't have a ride to come here today. My ride bailed on me at 5 o'clock. Shut up, I'm talking, shut up. Shut up! I'm sorry. So we didn't have a ride to get here, so Nina gave us a ride to get here, because my ride fucking flaked on me. They got too high. Everyone loves me. So I have a poem. Shut up. So my ex-girlfriend sent me an email saying my dick was too small, that I could only fuck for 2 minutes, and that my poetry was lame. But I made a concession to her, because if my poetry was like my dick, I would never get a time penalty. I couldn't fill the page of a chat book with size 75 font, bold, italicized, and underlined. It wouldn't come in volumes, but in fortune cookies. Kinko's didn't even charge me to copy it, because it'd be a haiku. Oh, Dick of Ruckus, your poems are like your sex life, just disappointing. But if my dick was like my poetry, it would have 5 heads and be 8 feet long when it was inverted. It would queef in church, sounding like angelic music, but perverted. Erupting from my titanium-reinforced tiny whitey, shattered split in the pews, and fuck your mom. If my dick was like my poetry, I would make a mere 14-inch dick porn star John Holmes roll over in his grave. I would make John Holmes' dick look like half a clit. If my dick was like my poetry, Stephen Hawking would have already written theories about it. It'd already be fucking a girl tomorrow. My poetry is so sweet, my dick would put you in a diabetic coma. You'd mumble and pass around hopelessly trying to give me a Terry Schiavo blowjob. It's so sweet that Mr. Baskins and Mr. Robbins would shit themselves watching me come in 64 different flavors. I would make those dirty hippies, Ben and Jerry, go fist fight violent and puff puff no pass on my words and baby butter, addicted to what my dick did. If my dick was like my poetry, my dick would have a dick, and that dick would beat up a bear. My dick would fuck your dick, get your dick pregnant, and force your dick to get an abortion. My dick would have multiple streams and cross them so the Ghostbusters Stay Puft Marshmallow Man would get it so good he'd be left begging for more. There is no Dana, only my dick. My poet's dick sunk the Exxon Valdez. My poet's dick caused Hurricane Katrina because it just didn't like New Orleans. If my dick was like my poetry, I would live on 3 Mile Island, making my dick constantly be designated an unnatural disaster area. If my dick was like my poetry, it would have a Wookiee as a co-pilot. You couldn't even refer to it as my dick. You'd call it the dick that must not be named. Because I would come in iambic pentameter. So I really wanted to find the middle ground. Instead of searching my Gmail inbox for emails from my ex-girlfriend, I want to find pills that don't enlarge my penis, but make me write better. I'll never be nervous about the body I have. I am who I am, but I will shake and shiver every time I'm on a stage, because poetry is what's real. The intimacy shared in bed between two people can't compare to a room full of strangers hanging on your word. So the next time my fucking ex-girlfriend emails me saying my dick is small, I will say, tell that to my audience who just laughed with me for 3 minutes. And I only cared to fuck you for 2. It was on sale. Anyway, got another guy, our little troupe of poetry here. We're going all across the country for 2 months, spearheaded by Big Papa E. This next guy is very, very Kerouac inspired. Does everybody know what the term hipster means? Is that, yeah, you know, hipster. This guy is the embodiment of a hip. He already has cut-off jeans, a flaky beard, and a button-up short-sleeve shirt. But give a big round of applause. Oh, boo. Give a big round of applause to Lennon. Look at this fucking hipster, Simpson.
Let's give one more round of applause to K. Ruckus and his prehensile penis. I'm new here, but I hear something called a wolf pack. Are they still here? Yeah, that's cute. Is that like Team Jacob from Twilight or something?
Way to alienate your audience.
So according to Facebook, I've got 572 friends. 572 people have clicked that little button and confirmed that yes indeed, me and that guy, we go back. No, we go way, way back. Like back to spending sleepovers twisting co-hangers into antennas so we can watch Cinemax while the Goonies was on commercial break. We go back to Super Sucker shootouts and Nerf gun warfare, man. We go back to up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start, select. We go back to grade school relationships and trying to determine what the best way to hold her hand in the cafeteria might really be. And we go back to drinking IBC root beer during our first breakups because the bottles made it look real. See, we go back to doing BMX bike races down subdivision streets and doing power slides that made us feel like Steve McQueen. And then we go back to doing power slides in the family sedan that made us feel like Steve McQueen. Yeah! And then we go back to choosing colleges, not for their prestige, but because their proximity to each other would allow us to go on easy weekend road trips. See, we go back to the one time you did that one thing with that one girl in that one place, and I swore on an empty case of PBR that I would never tell a soul. See, we might just go back to the same school. Our lockers might have been in the same hallway. We might have bumped into each other looking for a place to sit in the cafeteria. We might have played the name game during freshman orientation, or hell, we probably had a few classes together. And I wish this was all it took to be friends. Just a few shared experiences, a couple of party pictures, and damn, we're just family. But that's not it. See, a real friends like these guys, they'll help you hide a body one time. No questions asked. See, being a friend is more than simply knowing each other's most embarrassing secrets. It's knowing which ones of those secrets are off limits and which ones are fair game for a laugh. And speaking of off limits, it's knowing that no matter how drunk I get or how hot she may be, your sister is never a good idea. And knowing that if I make that mistake, you'll forgive me anyway. See, being a friend is more than simply going out for a couple of drinks after work. It's knowing that no matter how seedy this dive bar may get, how big those guys are, how much shit I've been talking, that you've got my back. No matter what. Because that is just how we fucking roll. See, it's more than simply wanting to put up with each other's dark sides. It's knowing that we can see each other at our absolute worst and still steadfastly refuse to believe it. See, being friends is more than simply being in the same place at the same time long enough for somebody to snap a photo. It's knowing that no matter what time it is or what direction I'm headed, I never have to go alone. We're gonna do a couple more for you. I need really big round of applause, lots of foot stamping, because we're going to bring Big Papa E back up to the microphone. Yeah? Come on!
Hey, yo, make some noise for K. Ruckus and Lennon Simpson, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so check it out. We're gonna go on a tour of the Deep South. We're gonna be gone for 2 whole months. We're gonna be hitting places like Birmingham, Alabama, and Richmond, Virginia, Omaha, Nebraska, all kinds of fucking places. We're gonna be going for 2 months on the Greyhound. Anybody ever spend more than 24 hours on a Greyhound? We're gonna be spending 2 months on the back of a Greyhound. Moan in pity at the idea of us being on a fucking Greyhound. The way that we're going to be funding our trip across America is we're going to be selling chapbooks and CDs. If something you hear tonight is something you want to bring home with you, believe me, we would love to empower you to do that. So after the show, we're going to be over there in the corner. Actually, during the break, if you'd like to come and check out a book or a CD, they're just $5. We'd be glad to write our names in it, give you a big hug. It'd be awesome. If all you want to do is just come to give us a hug, it's all good in the hood. I'm going to read a new book, or a new poem from my new book. It's called Pretty Girls Make Me Sad. It's my new book. Aww. Ugly girls make me sad. It's just a different kind of sad. Here is a protest poem. I don't often get political, but goddamn, I'm pissed off. I ask you, how many casualties must there be before we stop this war? And I'm not talking about the war in Iraq. And I'm not talking about the war in Afghanistan. We must stop this inhumane war against female pubic hair. Women are denuding their privates on a scale akin to the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. No wonder they call it a Brazilian wax. Coincidence? I think not. Any man who would insist that his lover's most precious vajayjay be smooth as a baby's bottom wants to have sex with a baby's bottom. But I say no more. A bearded clam is a happy clam. Pubic hair is there for a reason. It's nature's shock absorber. It's God's way of saying, I don't want you kids getting all chafy and red while you're being fruitful and multiplying, so here's a little present for you. Booyah! Knock yourselves out. The bigger the cushion, the sweeter the pushing. Sisters, turn your back on the bald head of Sinead O'Connor and boldly embrace the militant afro of Erykah Badu. Put down your razors. I don't need no damn landing strip. I'm a jungle pilot. Just fly me over the thickest, deepest tangles and I'll parachute in with nothing but a machete and a smile. And by machete I mean my cock. Women of the world, throw away your weed whackers and bust out the Miracle Grow. I'm your lamb of love, baby. Let me graze. Bah. Here's the thing. Women are human, and humans are mammals, and mammals have hair. So when a woman has hair down there, mon frere, I declare it's the most natural thing she can wear. A shorn pudendum says, fuck me with your gender norms. Fuck me with your notions of what make women truly attractive. But a big old gnarly bush says, fuck you and your need to control me. This is what a real woman looks like. And if you can't handle it, son, then you ain't never gonna handle it, son. Ladies, toss those tuna trimmers and never suffer razor burns on your tender labia again just because some stupid boy can't handle the truth. Don't look to depilated internet porn for your coochie snorcher imagery. Go back to 70s porn where eager beavers frolicked wild and free and looked like my face. When the good Lord spoke to Moses, it was not through some leafless shrub hell, no. It was through the burning bush. Now get on over here, sister girl, and let me set that lush Ilnana on fire and make you hear the voice of God. him just a moment ago. He's sweet, he's chubby, he's sexy, he's awesome, he's my brother. And he's single. He's got a lot of love to give, baby. And there's a lot of people in this room he'd love to give it to. There's enough to go around. Ladies and gentlemen, the round mound of sound known as K or motherfucking Ruckus. Make some noise for K Ruckus, ladies and gentlemen.
So
The round
you go up.
mound of
You go out
sound.
before you do your poem. Say, we're gonna go from the past. You got your hat. Okay.
Shut up! I'm gonna read a poem. Shut up.
Just do it. Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
To the guy who called me a faggot outside my favorite bar in Austin, thank you. Here I was, spending the last 24 years of my life believing I was straight. To think, every time I brushed the hair over my lover's ear and kissed her on the forehead was for nothing. All those text messages and phone calls and I love yous were a waste of time. What a faggot I must be. I wear pink all the time. I treat women with respect, and my iPod constantly shuffles Britney, Gaga, and Fall Out Boy. And to your dismay, I have no problem hugging my guy friend on the street when he's had a horrible day. Oh, and let's not forget my voice. I mean, effeminate equals gay, right? I envy your ignorant bliss. How lucky you are to be able to categorize people so easily. And I do apologize I attacked your social norms. How rude of me to be so homosexual around you. It's lucky I didn't get too close. You may have even caught it. Besides, if you stopped to talk to me, you may have gotten to know me. Like, did you know I'm secretly not gay? I just happen to be raised by my mother and sister, so I have a predisposition towards interior design. Did you know that I write? That I think writing a poem is the sexiest thing a person can do? Dina. Did you know I desperately want to find Miss Right and not Mr. Right Now? Did you know that I am terrified of E.T., the extraterrestrial with those creepy long light-up fingers? No, because you don't know a fucking thing about me except for the preconceived notions of who I sleep with at night. It must be so hard for you around us subhumans who can't marry or adopt or serve in the military. I don't even know why they let us vote. Maybe we should only have 3/5 of one. It's amazing how that one word you said describes your decades of disgust for me and how your body language scared me. I will never forget the hatred in your eyes that brought me back to when I was a little kid and the first time I touched a hot iron and I couldn't believe how much it hurt, and I just couldn't hold in my hatred for irons after that. And if you are the poster boy for heterosexuality and you set the bar for straight, I will gladly learn to piss glitter, happily changing my favorite color to rainbow to distance myself from you. Tell you what, we're gonna make this easy and settle it right now. I'm gonna let you tattoo the word faggot over my forehead so you can tell the difference. But I get to tattoo the word bigot on top of yours. But leave me a little bit of room for honesty, because right above mine, I want to write fucking awesome. And right above yours, I want to put fucking stupid. And I bet this will catch on. And we can all be defined by the words that are on our forehead instead of the words that are in our hearts. And if people like you weren't so concerned with sexual identity, mine could say something awesome like poet, or fun, or fabulous. And if you weren't such a fucking coward, yours could say accepting, or loving, or human fucking being. So, guy who called me a faggot outside my favorite bar in Austin, thank you. You've cleared a lot of things up for me, but you're simply not my type. Alright, one more time to the microphone. Look at this fucking hipster, Lennon Simpson.
Before we kick this one off, so we're going to do something here real quick that we like to try to do. Like Eric mentioned, Big Bobby said, we are going on tour across the Deep South. I mean, 2 months on a Greyhound bus. To do that takes some financial edge. And so while I do this piece, we are quite literally going to be passing the hat. No, I mean literally, the hat. It's going to be passed. Please help us out as much as you can. If you can't buy books, $1 here helps, $1 there adds up. Buy us a beer, I don't care. But we are going to But we're gonna.
Hey, we're gonna do it for you guys, man. Chill.
Oh, hey, you know what? Forget it.
Fuck it. We got this.
Fuck it. They got this. They got this. We know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, let's get it. Fuck my couch. All right. Anyways. I wake up feeling like death because 6 a.m. never comes sooner than after a Bukowski bender on a weeknight, but I don't mind. See, I'm trying to die before I get old because that's a promise I made a long time ago that I was going to be one of the mad ones, mad to live, and I was going to burn like Kerouac's Roman candles, and when I died, I was going to explode across the sky, sending an image of me into the retina of this world's memory so I wouldn't be forgotten too soon when I'm beginning to work. And I might have missed my chance for tragic glory somewhere back then, on a road littered with 9 to 5s and passers-by, picket fences and grande lattes, but I'm not living for someday or eventually. And I know possibility may be the cornerstone of our lives, but these moments are its building blocks. And like Legos, they're only worth what we can make with them, and so I take them. And try to build a life I've lifted from movies and books where the good die young and beautiful. And we always get the girl. And where stories are written at 80 miles an hour in some car on a forgotten highway, more broken and battered than souls it carries, are at 3 a.m. in some dingy dive bar, where the liquor never has the strength to throw us far enough away from ourselves to make a difference, or on forgotten city rooftops where we stand, starving, hysterical, and naked, screaming at the skyline because we wanted to write symphonies with the echoes, and this is where I find myself. Silhouetted by sunsets I've been chasing since dawn because I wanted to see what this world would look like from a fiery horizon, and I realize I'm chasing dreams that are written only for silver screens, but that isn't going to stop me from trying.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Kay, Ruckus, and Lennon Simpson. My name is Big Papa E. I want to get a picture of you guys applauding so I can show the world what San Antonio looks like. So make some freaking noise. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not Austin, Texas. This is San Antonio. Make some motherfucking noise. Bring back your host. His name is Shaggy. Thank you guys.
Give it up for Big Papa.